Hello ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel. This is still Project Hospital. I switched hospitals since the last video. I really didn't like the way it was set up. I like this one's set up a lot better. It's still the same size and still has all the same rooms and departments and all that good stuff. But I just like this setup better. Instead of my researchers and biologists going to the 4th floor to take a break or go to the bathroom, it's all on the same floor. All of this is still the same. I went ahead and hired the same amount of doctors, and I still have my same created character. I created a new one, but he's still on the same level. And I think I ended the last one at day 3 or 4. I don't remember. I went ahead and overwrote the save slot. So go ahead and show you guys the hospital. And I see someone's been messing with my stuff again. There we go. This is the hospital that I'm at now. I just like the setup a lot better. It's just overall, it's just designed better. Kind of show you guys just a little bit of it real quick. Here's your ER and your regular doctors, and then it's a little bit more for the long-term care. Observation room is on the 2nd floor. I like what they did with the break room. See in regular view, where it's all one room, but they split it up between 3 areas to where, you know, you're not having individual rooms and stuff like that. Then radiology is all, of course I got one near the bone doctors, but then here's my radiology department. Here's well, I have one x-ray room on the 1st floor, so that x-ray tech will have to go up here for break. But other than that, everybody else, x-ray over here, all these are x-ray. These are my labs. I think internal medicine is on the 1st floor as well. Here's all my internal medicine. And then on, you got surgery and ICU. The bone doctor and the brain doctor, or the heart doctor and brain doctor, are on the top floor. I think bone doctor is on the 2nd. Yep. Here's the 2nd floor bone doctor, which I still think this is absolutely massive for the bone doctor, but it is what it is. And like I said, I played this one before. I actually have quite a bit of experience in my free time with this one. Something I did forget to mention in the last video as well, this hospital is called Heavy Medical, and I would like to theme it. So what I did was I actually named my doctors after famous lead singers for the metal and rock band genres. Got Corey Taylor, Amy Lee, Jonathan Davis. Here's my created character. I gave him the facial hair, at the very least, of Surge. It's Amy Lee again. I'll just go into this mode and point him out. Then right here we have Dave Grohl. And I know it's already been argued that Gwen Stefani is not metal, but she used to be the lead singer of No Doubt. And I'm kind of running out of female lead singers for metal groups. I am not going to name the janitors or the receptionist or anybody. This is just the thing over here, so I can kind of keep track of them a little better. And I'm already having trouble with a patient. So without further ado, let's get back to it. Still the same rule. I'm going to try not to pause it either. I've been trying to make these videos a little less than an hour each. But there's a lot going on, and these always somebody going through something. I'm waiting for these tests to be run right now. But she came in late on day 2. I didn't have anybody in these rooms. So looks like the floor is already getting dirty. Mean staff, rough night. And the thing is, and the sad part is, like, these doctors who are in these rooms are pretty much constantly on break. They're always idle. or filling needs. They don't do much. And of course in the morning, that's whenever I get most of my patients that come in. I like the setup for this one. I'll go ahead and go over it a little bit. Where this is all of waiting room. And you see all the TVs and stuff. But almost always they wait in the reception area. That's something I haven't seen at another hospital yet. 3 or 4 videos from now, I actually plan on making my own hospital. And I actually already have it designed and stuff. I just have to build it. I'll probably build most of it and then start recording. About time. I've been looking for that last symptom for a while. Oh, she just has the flu. There we go. I've had these unlocked for a while, so we hospitalized just a flu patient. And I've been checking in on Serge, since he is the created doctor. His diagnosis skill and stuff is at 0 and 1%. So I've been making sure he's doing all right. That's something else that I kind of don't like about this game, where these people have like 19, 22. Like I haven't had to check on Amy Lee. Let's see, Corey, 15, 18. I haven't really had to mess with him much either. But you see Serge, he's just now up to 10-4, and he's been working for 3 days. So, no. There's one. Can't see these. Been treated. Should be going home now. Yep. Antivirals and antipyretics. I've got quite a few patients. I mean, most of them are being treated within the first few minutes, game clock time. So I went ahead and added some stretchers in here. Whenever you first load up this game, I actually put in some more chairs. There was no chairs in this waiting room, so people were just standing around waiting for X-ray. This is the X-ray. Oh, that's why she was waiting. All right, Mary Barkley. Do you have a broken ankle? And survey says you do not. It just hurts. Got an ankle contusion. Jessica Anderson. I actually know a Jessica Anderson. Used to work with her. See. Also, what's really nice with the bathroom being right here, there's times where I'll ask for a stool sample and they literally just go done. So the less travel time, the faster you get patients out. Ooh-wee. Hiring. All these people, I'm going to presume, are waiting. So let's see what we got. I always like to show hidden because that's where it gets... All those are fine. And you're pretty cheap. Let's go ahead and hire a cardiologist. 12, 11... I always like to hire the gamers. Go ahead and hire like 4 more janitors because these floors are starting to get dirty. And I'm really cheap when it comes to janitors. You're really good for 68. And I always avoid the slow movers, especially when it comes to janitors. Let's see if we can get some of these people out of here. I'm surprised it doesn't say it's higher than medium, especially with this many people waiting. Let's see. Cardiologist ain't come back yet. And then, of course, this is all for if people need to be thrown in bed. It's not open yet. That's why this is blinking. Because I don't have it set up, if y'all can see over here. So that should be better for them. And I already have all this open. Why are you in a hospital bed? Because your hand hurts. Belly filled, bored. Okay. What did I do right? I'll treat 35 patients. And it's just now like 3 o'clock. Very nice. Very nice indeed. Let's go ahead and speed them up since we ain't having a whole lot go on. Just janitors everywhere. But they still won't go in here. Like, that's one thing I wish, because they're cleaning floor. There we go. They were always cleaning these floors around here, but I was always having really big trouble getting them to actually come in and clean this. You deserve a raise, Peter Martin. That's one thing I can say about other hospital games and build 'em up games. You can actually pick up your employees and tell them where to go. That's super effective. Christopher Rodriguez. You don't look like a Christopher Rodriguez. See, iron deficiency already cured. He's already gone by. But later on, it's going to say that my doctors are unable to treat iron deficiency. How did you get asthma? No. You're not diagnosed, and you're already leaving. You don't... You get a 17% chance to... No. Amy, you did bad. See, with this being 100%, you don't have to continue to find hidden ones because it's 100% chance that's what it is. But I don't like it whenever it says, you know, I guarantee you got chicken pox, and there's a 17% chance with the percentages of everything else that's possible. I don't recall introducing you guys to my third shift crew. We got Lizzie Hale and Dolores O'Riordan, which I think Dolores is the only one in real life that is no longer with us. But of course, you know, she'll be represented here. She's lead singer of the Cranberries. And this lady right here is like really good. She's already diagnosed, done. Bye. $500. Right before I started recording, right before it went into day shift, a woman walked in and she just did the interview by itself, and she had diagnosed her with the flu just from the interview. Didn't even check her, and it was 100% chance. Like, she checked her later and guaranteed it was the flu, but it was immediate. Which, that's also something that's kind of negative about the game. You can't just talk to someone and say they have the flu. You know, you can talk to them and find out they have flu symptoms, but that's also could be the common cold. It could be a lot of other things, and especially depending on the hidden things. But do we have any patients in here? Hold on. Bring up both of these. And where are they at? Okay, well, you're getting seen. And where are you at? Oh, I don't have an x-ray tech. I thought I did. You were waiting for an x-ray. That's why you kind of have to look on third shift if you're like me and you kind of don't want to just throw a bunch of people at it. Gamer. especially, you know, as far as the budget's concerned, which my budget is just fine. I think anything over the first two numbers being 26, 25, you're doing just fine. So you have sarcoidosis lungs. I just checked it. These people didn't show up. Well, crap. Yeah, I don't have night shifters here. This one just started. So you're normally late. You're overall good. I'll take you. Your one was expensive. Let's go back to and just do regular time. Because I'm not sure which one is who they're waiting on. And is that the micro lab? No, that's histology. Micro's in the middle. There we go. I should have actually checked this area. I wasn't even thinking about it. See, the floor right through here is super dirty. Lots of travel. Why were they just now cleaning the same tile? See, it's just so filthy. Maybe I need to... Because I was told the janitors don't stick to a certain floor. Maybe I was wrong? Let's hire a bunch more janitors. I can hire 4 for here, so let's do that. Slow movers. No. Alright. Maybe they'll clean it. I mean, I hope so. Yeah. They got on it immediately, too. So I really do think the floor thing is accurate. Well, I don't think the floor thing that it says is accurate. Let me go ahead and switch that up 100%. Now, where are you sitting? What are you waiting on? Rat bite fever. Rat bite fever is an acute febrile disease caused by bacteria transmitted by rodents, particularly by their urine or mucus secretions. So I need to hire some more doctors. I still don't know who you're waiting on, though. So let's just hire someone for card. And we'll just do one more for internal medicine because these guys tend to be super expensive. And now let's see. Probably waiting on... Let's see how cheap this other person might be. Dirty feet. You're a ball. At least you're not late on your first day because it's in the middle of your interview. What do I have to do to keep a patient around? Antibiotics, beta blockers. Then brought it up a little bit. Now I got people just hanging out, getting paid. PCR testing. The guy's not in the hematology lab right now. Is that heme? I'll get it. No, hematology is the first one. This is histology. I keep getting them backwards. No day shift's about to be here, so no critical workload rooms. Let's see. So I got one each right now. But I'm about to get blown up because they're about to send me all kinds of people. So. Come on. See, and also the thing, the reveal hidden perks from the hiring agency up here. It's always $1,000, even though I've already done it for these two. It won't. It'll be the same price, whether it's all four or not. So that's something that kind of sucks. So I'll go ahead and hire her, especially since there's already one waiting, since it's about to be shift change. So, but since, well, it's a good time to hire is right when shift starts. She's already working. Everybody leaving. Everybody coming in a straight file line. Something else I thought was really pretty about this is the catwalk in the middle. The top one actually doesn't even have a ceiling, roof, whatever. The next department I'm about to get online is cardiology, because that's where most hospitals lose most of their patients. You can wait for bone doctors and whatnot, but when it comes to cardiology, if you keep your patients waiting for even just a little bit too long, they'll die. More testing. Congrats, you're my favorite. Also, when you favorite people, it's like right down there. The guys that are going into these offices are really bad off. So the same face. It's the same person? A little different. Alright, you're gone. What do you got going on? Don't mind the janitor. The only people that can do the thorax percussion is the internal medicine people over here. I did learn that recently. Isn't that the guy I'm clicked on? You are literally being treated right now. That's irritating. You're already up. And there's my buddy James Green, if I were to guess. Yep. You're supposed to sit side by side. He has been here a long time. Patient is leaving. Well, the tests are running, so... No, I've never had that happen before. It's raining! I guess we'll just keep their tests for now. I'm interested to see how that's going to play out. It is my fault, I guess you could say, because they were here for quite a while. He was here for quite a while before I even knew he was waiting. Testing, testing, testing. Guess we can buy me some ambulances. I'm pretty sure I bought ambulances in the other one. It's weird that it's in the walls. It's gonna drive me nuts. Okay. There. And that unlocks the events thing. You guys can't see it. It's not letting me pull it up. Jesus. That unlocks the events tab where I can actually make a problem happen. We got fire or crash, epidemic, and natural disaster. So with those being a thing, it'll I can click those and actually have an abundance of patients come in. I've done it once mistakenly right before night shift got there, and I was just not prepared. And when you fail those, it actually, you already don't get rewarded other than the people paying their bill that did get cured. It's timed, so I did end up curing all the patients, so technically I made more money because I had the 10 extra patients from the crash, but I didn't get the renown or the government funding because I didn't meet all requirements. So do I even have any patients in here? So that's where untreated patients come in. So there's literally nobody in the hospital? Because I kind of doubt that too. I think that is broken. We know what you got. $135, please. Who else we got in here? I'm actually learning a lot about disease by playing this game because it's realistic. You look like you're going to be a problem. Everything's 3%. Oh, well, they eliminated that really quick. Limited arm motion. I think you need an x-ray. And so does the doctor. It's not overdoing it, is it? No, it's still in the low section, so. Floor's getting dirty again. Also like that the right here on the screen, it actually pops up whatever limb they're looking at. Where are you going? You got an arm concussion. That's not. What'd you get diagnosed with? Pulmonary anthrax. Anthrax is serious infection caused by the bacterium Bacillus anthractis. It is spread through the bacteria spores. Let's go with viral tonsillitis. Transported to bed, immediately gets up. Treat 45 patients a day, complete. We don't have any long waiting time here, do we? That's still filthy through there. No critical workload rooms. Hire 4 more janitors because it's still dirty. I just hired a $219 janitor. What am I doing? Hope you are perfect. That's something else I also hate. If you hire somebody, they immediately eat. Like they didn't eat at home before the interview or something. I know if I went to work, if I had like a normal job and just went to work and sat down and started eating instead of like getting to work, that would probably be a problem. Follow you while I look at something. I thought I already done this, the specialized department thing. I don't guess I did. Wish it was $180 to spend a whole day in the hospital. Not where I'm from. You just get charged a base price for what you are actually diagnosed with. If it takes the hospital forever to diagnose you, then I want to click you. Just itching. So why are you going to observation? That's just weird. Like now that it's open, like it's almost being abused. Why would you ask for an MRI for itching? I'm sure there's reasons, but still. I have an MRI open. Check the use. It's high now. It'll be critical by tomorrow. And I have 2 of these because this guy took forever to show up, like on his second day. So I hired somebody because there was starting to become people waiting. And this chick's just awesome, both in real life and in this game. So this guy's going to be asleep until tomorrow. Everybody on break. I want to know the difference. Like, there's fridges for the break rooms, of course, but there's also these snack machines, and sometimes they go to the fridge and sometimes they go to the snack. I wonder if there's like a percentile of how often they have to go to the fridge before they have to start going to the snack machine to kind of represent if they brought food from home or what. These are the questions. Let's go ahead and fill out. I'll be filling out internal. Sorry if that's making anyone sick. I just realized. I'm going to do the internal medicine side for all this next. I'm going to wait till it gets closer to the 7 a.m. mark. We're at 2:22 right now. Also like that all the bathrooms are totally unisex, where everybody sits down to pee. The janitor's, a male janitor, quote unquote male janitor, will walk in on a female janitor and just sit there and mop. Like, nobody says anything. Filling free time. Ain't doing nothing. And then I got people up there, right? Yep. I think that's a good one in each. Whew. Getting kind of warm and toasty in here. Some air in here. All right. So once this comes back, which will be any moment now, they'll know. Specific samples obtained from the patient's body. It says nobody's supposed to enter. You got you a nail fungus, bruh. 180 bucks. Trauma center for nail fungus. You don't look like you're fulfilling needs now. Okay, you're waiting now. What y'all got going on? All right, you're already done. Weight loss, fever. You're already done too. 500 bucks. You should be up next. Yep. And it's time for day shift to be here. So let's hire people. I think it's these. Yeah. I need... This is where it gets complicated. I know it's probably kind of hard to see depending on what TV you're viewing this on. We have 3 doctors, 1 surgeon, 1 anesthesiologist, 3 nurses, and 2 surgery nurses. The best thing to do, because the doctor and the nurses requirements, those don't have to be separate. So you can actually get a doctor that's also a surgeon, and it would actually meet both those requirements. See, day shift. Let's click on, can't see that, can you? Surgery. And let's see, you're really good at just about everything, so... And now that's the surgeon, and 1 doctor's filled for day shift now. Now these 2 can be just regular doctors. Early bird. And make this guy resident. So now we just need 2 surgery nurses for day shift. And I generally make these pretty cheap as long as they don't have dirty feet. And the alcoholism is kind of hard to work around as well. Oh, I messed that one up. Well, I needed to hire that 3rd nurse anyway. Okay, day shift. See how the check mark popped up? Day shift's requirements are met. Now I need a night shift doctor. I want to know how they figured that out, that these people have dirty feet in the interview process. And then warn me about it. Alright, that is online. So they would say. All these day shifters are going home, I believe. Just to come back. Going to workplace. Yep. That's funny. I'm guessing the parking lot where all these people park to come to work is over here. all the people. I'm about to be all the patients. Playing solitary. Loading up. Screensaver. Well, it might actually just be... That's definitely solitary. So, Surge is already starting to get better. We got 17 and 7. Supervisor's Amy Lee. You have to select who's the supervisor. I don't know if I ever went over that. You have to click here for the chief doctor. I made Haley Williams a specialist. I don't know if that's good. I think this is Haley. Yeah. Employee leveled up. Specialization available. Clinical nurse specialist is capable of revealing appearance of patient symptoms. I don't know where you work at. Oh, over here. That's a good one. You don't need to be a receptionist. Hopefully this guy levels up soon. Lab procedure. Oh, he's back. So we finally got him figured out. Pictures a cat. Toxoplasmosis is caused by the parasite Toxoplasma gondol. Symptoms are similar to the common flu. The parasite is spread through uncooked food and exposure to cat's feces. There's not another internal medicine office, is there? Oh, just surgery. I guess these guys are just going to have to wait for a bit. I just saw that $5 floating. I guess I do make money off of this. Why are you idle? I'm just waiting for someone to come in. Mary White, what do you got? Malaise, general feeling of discomfort, unease, and sometimes pain. I thought I was just getting older. Blood draw, blood test. Good luck to you. Why are you idle? Oh, you have to see Haley because that was your initial doctor. That's the problem. Do you? Yes, you do. Anti-parasite drugs. There you go. How you doing, Mary White? On your way back? From blood test, wasn't it? And I guess that didn't reveal anything, so now you were doing a urine analysis sampling. And then you have to take that upstairs, I believe. Nobody's in this long-term care section yet. And I don't believe my ambulances have been used yet either. Maybe we'll start out the next video with an actual event and see where that takes us. Get a few bone doctors while we're at it. Oh, that's a good place. I just clicked you, Mary Foster. She collapsed, dude. You better run. There we go. Dehydrated. Favorite. And Jessica Foster, what you got? Oh, we need a CT. Let's do that. I think it's right here, isn't it? Yep. No, I don't think we need a night shift CT just yet. So I'll probably regret that later. Save one patient after collapsing. I thought you were collapsed. Was that Mary Foster? Who was? Yeah, you could still be all kinds of different things. Three hidden symptoms. Checking the oral cavity. Otocirrhosis discovered. A CT scan has shown an abnormal hardening of the bone tissue. $2,900. For what? Surgery? All the doctors are gone. So you're gonna have ear surgery? Yep. Yeah, let's watch some ear surgery going on. You haven't been diagnosed yet. Let's go ahead and get rid of you, Miss Mary White. Focus on Mary Foster and Jessica. Oh, let's hang out with the Fosters. That's funny. This is what surgery looks like. Once, everybody gets in here. Suit up. That has to be kind of scary to go to the doctor and be like, I can barely hear out of this ear. And they're like, we're going to cut open the side of your head. And cut your head off, apparently. That's what it looks like. We got another collapsing patient. Run! We got all kinds of people in the hospital now. Got cholera. Surgery's done. See the blood. You can turn the blood off too. Now you're just going to watch and make sure she's doing fine after the surgery. I don't even have doctors in ICU. Let's go ahead and fix that real quick. Get rid of this. We need a doctor and a nurse for day shift. Thomas Lee. And a doctor and a nurse. brain doctor. Slowpoke it is. Alright. Now we got some people to actually watch. Yeah, because I have a feeling if I didn't hire that doctor, that wouldn't have been good. You stable? Very low output of urine. Typhus fever. Finally found it. No critical rooms. Fulfilling needs. See, woman and man in the same. Nobody said anything because it doesn't really matter. Go ahead and get rid of Miss Jessica Foster. Doing fine. This one is good to go as well. Once all of the rehydration and antibiotic practice is done, she'll be fine. Don't need Thomas Lee right now. And this should be suppressed. Okay. What is cholera? It's a bacterial disease that usually spread through contaminated water. Modern sewage and water treatment eliminated cholera in industrial countries. Industrialized. So is my hospital not in an industrialized country, or did you just visit a non-industrialized country? Oh, it's on the 3rd floor. Go ahead and favorite you. Exit. The wait time's not long, it's just people are switching out. Let's go ahead and open up the general surgery department. My money's okay. I still don't understand what the need for the receptionist in each section is. Because each section has a reception area. I don't understand that. I mean, we'll go ahead and do that, especially if they're cheap, for just day shift. General surgery doctor. Oh, you're awesome. Hired. Go ahead and hire some doctors for here. Need one surgeon. Daniel Martinez. Go ahead and hire a night shift doctor real quick. Day shift doctor. And a day shift doctor. So, almost got me because they also need an anesthesiologist for this one. Let's go with you. Now we need 3 nurses and 2 of them have to be surgical. The hedonist thing doesn't bother me, where it's the symbol of the pig, spends twice as much time enjoying food. It's fine. This one has to be surgery nurse. And then we need a night shift nurse. And that's general surgeries online. Hire like 4 more janitors. Make it 6. No, they're too pricey. Too pricey. Hire a internal medicine day shift. All are pricey too. Nurse for a receptionist. Radiology doesn't have a receptionist. See, I just don't understand. Neither does this, I can guess. Nope. So just internal medicine, and I guess the receptionist makes sense for that department. Let's get some bone people online. Okay. We need same thing as the other. And then I'm going to have to stop. I don't want to make this video too long, and I definitely don't want to go outside my budget. You're really good. Need a surgeon, just one. And an anesthesiologist. Ooh. William, you are the boss. And then a night shift doctor. Day shift surgery. Day shift surgery again. And just a day shifter. And a night shifter. And doctors to actually send them over here. I'm not going to do any of those specialized sections just yet. Oh, I got a fast mover in the cheap group. Alright, no more hiring. People for days. Blah. Gotta eat. I just got hired. I gotta eat. Susan Lee going home. How you doing? Being treated still. So we got all the sections up. We need the heart and brain, which is the top floor of this particular build. We'll do that next video. I'll also start hitting some of these event buttons and seeing what they do. Seeing if I could probably save the game and then just start hitting all the event buttons. So if it absolutely just annihilates my hospital, I won't lose everything. I guess I was at 80% prestige. Purchase 3 ambulances. I can do that real quick. Because I already have 2. There we go. I don't know how to increase ambulance patients. So we'll leave that at there. That's one up. All right, Patricia, what do you got? I thought we already have it. I'm not sure which one it uncovered. That's fine. Well, that's it for this video, I do believe. This series most definitely will be continued. Thanks everyone for signing on with me today, and I'll look forward to seeing you in the next one. Bye!